Come on down to WrestleTown.
She is risen.
What is happening here? I don't even know what the... This is the predictions for a pay-per-view.
Streaming for the 37th pay-per-view event of the year.
Let us know in the comments when this novelty wears off.
This is still fun. This is for Roadblock End of the Line?
Yeah, it's not even the first Roadblock of this year.
Yeah, there was a Roadblock in February, I think.
Really?
Yeah. And it was pretty decent for a, tiny-sized pay-per-view event. Dean versus Triple H. Anyway, we are predicting our...
this is true.
Dave has gone through his predictions.
And that is Dave. I'm Chris, and that is Brett.
Yes.
Hi.
And Sasha and Charlotte are going to end their feud, apparently. And this is a 30-minute Iron Man match. Yeah.
This isn't going to take 30 minutes, is it?
Unfortunately, Chris, yes.
No, I shortened it to 10 minutes.
But yeah, so...
Oh, because doing Iron Man lady style is 10 minutes. Is that what you're saying, Dave?
Yeah.
That the ladies aren't capable?
Well, it's technically supposed to be like 60 minutes, right? Like,
that is
the classic way to...
Yeah, they've done like in the 90s and early 2000s. WWE did have a bunch of Iron Man matches with men in them, and they always went 60 minutes.
Yeah. Was the one from the NXT one, that was 30, right?
That guy's pissed! Look how pissed that old man is!
What was the one they did? Was Bayley and Sasha from like...
That was 30 minutes.
It was 30 minutes too. But yeah, they're going to allegedly in this feud, and you're playing as Sasha, so that means that's your pick.
Yeah, and again, it's like another one of those things where it's like, this match is going to be pretty good, but you're kind of forecasting the end of it. I'm going to hit that guy.
He came in. He came dressed too nice.
Everybody, Hair Rod Philosophy, Ratmandu, Pasta Bird. How's it going, everybody?
Pasta Bird. The PG era term is Iron Person match.
What the hell?
Who doesn't want it to be called Iron Man anymore?
I can't believe Chris spent all that money just to keep up the charade of him having a girlfriend. What does that mean?
Well, you're talking about it on bonus time.
I had to spend all this money on my girlfriend.
I just wanted to see Hamilton. It's so good. I'm really looking forward to seeing him.
But in an Iron Man match, can you leave the ring like this?
Yeah.
Are they going to get counted out?
You can win by any.
Okay. Oh, the bank statement?
It might not be a bad idea to describe these things, because I don't know about them. On an upcoming Talking Simpsons, Henry had to actually explain what a Texas death match was. I had no idea.
Well, that's just basically like a no disqualifications match, as far as I know.
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah, but it's not that. But it's. Yeah, but not that you can win by pin, but you can take someone down for a standing 10 count. I had no idea. No idea what any of this meant. Nor do I know what an Iron Man match is. No, I do. That was one of the first Attitude Era pay-per-views I ever saw. Triple H and Tarak. 60 minutes?
Should be.
It's 30 minutes and 30 minutes on the pay-per-view. We are only doing 10.
They did 60 minutes, I swear.
For guys, it's always usually 60 minutes. But
I feel like there's been one or two 30-minute ones. There was like a 30-minute submission match, I remember. That was pretty good. Starring
Piece for me
Kurt Angle
so Charlotte wins because she hasn't really lost at the...
So Charlotte has a no losing pay-per-view streak. She hasn't lost at a pay-per-view in however many months or years. Whereas Sasha has won the title has bounced back and forth between these two a few times this year. And
there you go.
Sasha always seems to win it on TV, and Charlotte seems to win it on pay-per-views. So one of the kicking the dust like a dog. You just got done peeing.
Walk. No, Texas death match doesn't have to take place in Texas, Ratmandu. I learned that as well. I don't even know why it's called that.
Whenever there is one, there's a little slice of Texas right there in the ring.
Yep. Well, wait, so the Iron Man match, they wrestle for a long time?
Yeah.
Then how does
described amount of time, and whoever gets the most pinfalls, submission, whoever gets the most wins.
Okay.
So like right now, I have a point because I won by count out at the beginning.
But so one of the theories for this match is that it'll run out of time in a draw, which will end the feud, but give them a reason to pick it up later. But also, Charlotte doesn't lose her streak, and the belt stays on Sasha. So everybody kind of comes out like these two are evenly matched.
I think they're trying to do that with another match on the card 2, which we'll get to.
Okay.
Did you see the cartoon?
Card 2.
Yes.
Everything can't be cartoons.
Wish it was.
Spoiler, it's the other match that has a time limit. It's like, oh, okay, I see how neither person technically is.
And CACD Pro's asking, what?
What the heck is this?
Do you turn off?
I didn't know that was a thing.
I didn't either. What just happened?
You have to
That
turn.
is literally
You
never.
press
I've
the
done-
intervening button.
Tamina showing up for no reason with a.
CCD Pro asking, "Why isn't this my granddad's Weird Al?" That's my least favorite line, and I'm okay with almost every other line in that fake commercial. My favorite one that I wrote was "All the dirty language you crave," as if that's the impetus for every one of those songs that we played.
Well, back then we're talking about. We just posted on LaserTimePodcast.com naughtiest Christmas
The second
songs.
edition in 5 years, the filthiest Christmas songs we could find.
Oh,
The
got in
ref!
the way.
Interference, flag in the play.
Dude, his career is over.
All right, Mandu says the rosters just aren't big enough for a brand split at this time. Maybe not for the women?
It's
Yeah,
weird.
it's especially noticeable with the women because there's like.
I feel like I see both of them wrestle constantly.
Yeah, there's 2 divisions of like 6 women each.
Yeah, there's nowhere for them to go when a feud ends that's like
Oh.
natural. It's just like, well, who's left? Like, and the same thing even kind of with some of the feuds that are going on in this pay-per-view that make it feel kind of unnecessary, where it's like, oh, Seth Rollins, it's like he's in a match. I'm sure we'll stream our predictions for the match that he's in with Jericho.
Yes.
But it's like, well, their beef isn't really with each other. It's with other people, but you can't have that payoff yet because we're about to get on the road to WrestleMania, and you can start telegraphing those things now, and so instead you've got them wrestling people where it's like there's not a lot of heat for some of these things. This is the hypiest match of all of them, and they've already done it like 3 times this year, so it's kind of like
It's reasons like this why they stopped doing the Bud Bowl. You can only see that matchup so many times.
Duff versus Duff.
I mean, Bud Light just kept winning.
The generals were due.
Again, Talking Simpsons plug. This week we get to talk about Bud Dry. It's fantastic. And if you want to see, there's a commercial parody in that episode of The Simpsons that's like, nothing would ever be that sexist. Google all the Bud Dry commercials. They're fantastically early 90s. Why do gentlemen want to fuck blondes? Why? Ask why. Try Bud Dry.
Non sequitur. Here's a thing about guys to make you want to crank your dick
Yes.
for no reason, and then Bud Dry. Think about it every time you're horny.
So Dave predicts Tamina will return this weekend, says Ratmandu.
What the hell was that?
Parrot Rod said, this week's Laser Time has inspired me to write the parody song Little Cummer Boy.
What the hell? Is this like an Iron Man match thing? I've never done an
Ladies
Iron
and
Man
gentlemen,
match.
this is so excited. The
She's
fake
not even on the same-
WWE stream.
Not even on the same
WWE.
roster.
Was that Brie or Nikki? I couldn't even tell.
Oh, so the game doesn't represent the brand splits at all.
Yeah. I mean, you can switch things around, but it's too much.
But you would have to make it happen.
Yeah.
Because the PS2 era is when the games were called like Raw versus SmackDown.
Do you think the games will reflect that? If that
Yeah, next
Whoa.
year.
Yeah, probably next year.
You'll have to buy like a separate DLC pack to match up people from SmackDown or Raw.
A minute 30 left in this 10-minute
I'm up 1. I just want to get that.
Iron
I don't see
Lass.
Humphrey chiming in. He's in another room.
Whoa! Linda McMahon versus Leftist Valley.
Yeah, hopefully we can keep that out of the programming.
One of those has been losing consistently for 5 weeks now.
Oh, she's
Up.
done that again.
Pre-pregnant Brie Bella. What a swerve, this piece for me.
We are in the final 60 seconds.
Put up the badass dragon. You got here just in time to see the end of the Iron Woman match.
That is the slowest count, ref. Come on.
Which, like a girly push-up, is easier.
Oh, splat!
Yep. And that was a Spider-Man 3 failed tutorial, if anybody can get that reference.
Uh-oh. Oh!
Anymore. Whenever someone tells me anime is sexist and or stupid, I look at WWE and then look back at them.
No! Why did I try
You might say it's a pervasive problem.
Night
across all
Dehumidifier says,
entertainment.
Chris, did you catch the trailer for ESPN's 30 for 30? This was the XFL.
No.
Dude, that looks... I cannot
I
wait.
am very excited for
I
that.
cannot wait. I think it, outside of the unfair wages, was a great idea and should have kept going. Somebody should have had more faith.
Nope.
There you go. Dave does predict Sasha Banks will win.
One of Dave's predictions comes true.
And retain her women's championship.
1-0 win with a ton of interference from people who don't make any sense.
Bree is coming back. I walked through Target yesterday on the way here because I would have been too early if I just showed up. But Charlotte fell over again, and the bell.
What?
You can keep attacking after the match, so I'm gonna just.
Bree wants a piece.
Oh!
But I found the clearance bin at this Target, and
I know which one.
Oh, they're friends. I didn't know that.
The severely marked down bin not only had WWE 2K16, it had 2K15 in there.
I bet there's like no price difference either.
Like, holy cow! Just leave that on the street.
Which one has CM Punk in it?
15. 15 also. No, 15 had Hogan via DLC, but then they got rid of the DLC.
So you still have it, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dude, that Xbox will be worth PT money.
Yeah. I can't grab the chair.
So how do you end the match, Dave?
It just ends after a certain amount of attacking outside the ring.
Oh, so you have to do this?
Yeah.
Because somebody.
I thought I could attack Rebella, but whatever.
Finisher would be a good time to.
So glad JBL's hat is always on that table.
Nice.
Yeah.
Randy Orton's in the crowd wearing a certified G shirt.
ACD Pro says Sasha retains, then loses the belt on the following Raw, then wins it again the next Raw.
That sounds about right.
The Badass Dragon said the XFL looked like Vince walked by an NFL Blitz arcade machine and said to himself, "How can I rip this off and piss away millions of dollars?" Whatever, the NFL deserves competition. It's America, baby. And I didn't watch the NFL. I only watched the XFL. And I'm like, these camera angles are amazing. And of course they're part of the NFL now, but they pioneered that over there.
They totally took those ideas. But
it was just bad football, wasn't it? With bad humor and sexy. I forgot the sexy angle just because that was a part of everything, but they just had clips of it on the ESPN trailer like, yeah, I forgot the sexing up the cheerleaders thing when most of the world was retiring that aspect of football. Like, XFL was steering into that skid.
And there would have been competition with the NFL, but that's a story for another time.
The Small Potatoes. Watch it. The story of the USFL features a president-elect. I won't say who.
Find out at the end of the stream.
Piece for me.
All the other teams loses.
Sasha shooting for a miscarriage for Brie Bella, completing her heel turn.
So the next is Reigns versus Owens for the Universal Championship.
Yeah. I do think this will probably be the main event.
You think so?
But I just wanted, since I hadn't done an Iron Man match in this game, I wanted to get that out of the way.
Got to root for Kevin Owens making a kid cry recently. That's good heel.
Man, opening the match with a DDT. So you're playing as Owens? You think Owens?
I always open matches with DDTs.
It is my favorite move of all time. I love a good DDT. Especially a good tornado DDT.
A little DDT is
what does it stand for?
That's been debated.
Diamond Dallas Thomas?
Yeah, it's usually like some
I'm going to look this up.
drop, throw, or whatever.
Okay.
But
other than a great chemical used
lots of people say that it's Nick Roberts who pioneered the move. And his reasoning was like it hits you like DDT.
Okay.
The WWE is without a doubt the best bargain in sports entertainment in the entire world.
Did you just say that in the video game?
Yeah.
Lawler just said the greatest bargain on all sports. What about the NFL, which is all free? The only other sports thing I even care about is the Bengals, the Cincinnati team that has a 0-win record, like the biggest losing record in NFL history at this point.
I know the Browns, I think.
Is it the Browns?
Aren't the Cleveland Browns?
They just had all those shots of the stadium of it being completely
empty. Yeah, I thought that
empty.
was the Browns for some reason. Maybe it was
them playing the Browns. It was one of those teams playing the other. I just don't remember which one it is. Somebody will correct me in probably 5 minutes in the chat.
But when you do that, remember, you can do it politely.
I can't believe they got rid of the XFL so quickly because they built stadiums all over the country. Like
for XFL?
Yeah, they did in Florida. Florida had an Orlando team.
I would have thought it would have been just like the college places. But Also, they ended up interrupting an SNL, which is like, this is a comedic institution, and
unacceptable.
you are the XFL.
That's right, because they had some deal with NBC, but the Badass Dragon says I remember watching them on UPN, thinking, man, I really wish I had cable right now.
Yeah, it is the Browns who have the losingest.
Thank you, Ratmandu. Or NATO.
It's okay,
Nadio.
we can still buy the Cleveland Browns.
Cleveland Browns.
Stop that, Mr. Burns.
Stop making fun of us.
Dismember the corpse.
Again, more talkie Simpsons.
Send the widow
I'm on a
course
mission to
salad.
capture every Phil Hartman character ever. His German, Horace, being one of my favorite. Again, I have failed.
My English is how you say
Inelegant. But the best one we found was Brother from Another Planet, where Bart goes to the Big Brother program.
I just watched that one.
Nelson's dad is Phil Hartman.
Really?
Yeah. Who's going to soccer camp? Nelson. Thanks, Dad. It's Phil Hartman. No, they did. The XFL played in established stadiums. My bad, Ratmandu. I could have sworn they built one in Florida just for the XFL team. $5 tickets at the Browns games.
Night dehumidifier. More people watched your YouTube video on the NES Mini than attended the last Browns game.
And then even fewer of them watched the Best of Indie Comics video games. Man, that is a colossal failure.
We don't know what you people want. Make up your minds. I want content. I don't want content.
Oh,
Come look
I
at
want
the
a
Scott
specific
Pilgrim
kind
video.
of content. What do you want? Do you want me to just make videos about Godzilla video games?
The Lingerie League was weird. Felt like watching a rejected show on the Playboy Channel. Then again, I saw a game on MTV too, so it made no sense. Is that more XFL talk? This is great. So what's happening with these guys? Are they feuding? I don't even know.
yeah.
Yeah, but again, this is one of those weird, like, circular things where it's like,
It's like couples feuding right now, because it's Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins feuding with Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho. What the hell? Did I press a button in this? Why is this happening?
don't
all
you
of
have
a
to
sudden?
disable interruptions?
I did
I
that. Those are the new Twitch features. I can send in Cesaro anytime I want.
With those branded
What
headphones.
did I do? I haven't done it. Like I haven't.
What does that do to the match? Like
Nothing really. He'll
okay.
interfere, maybe.
two.
How's he?
That looked like three.
Roman Reigns.
Well, no, that was a 2. Their counts are so slow in this.
I can't even tell if he's on my side.
They're slow and robotic, where they're just like 1, 2. My gears are stuck. Someone wind my crank. Yeah, Reigns has the U.S. title, and this is for the Universal Championship. Reigns' title is not on the line, which is silly, because like if you want to add some stakes, like the idea of going into this, someone leaves a double belt,
champion.
double champion, like that's
They
at
did
least
at
interesting.
SummerSlam a year or two ago.
Yeah, and Rollins walked out with 2 belts, and it was like, Rollins had his white Power Ranger outfit on, and it was like, this is great. He gets to be a brat with 2 belts. That's awesome. And now instead,
Ratu with 2 belts is my favorite Disney
Someone
show.
just sent me that clip that I saw today, as of this recording, which was Triple H on like some old episode of the Opie and Anthony show. I think somebody asked him, "Do people still think all this is real?" He's like, "Oh yeah, when we blew up Vince's limo, Donald Trump called to ask, is Vince gonna be okay? Is Vince gonna be okay? I saw his limo blow up. I'm just concerned." It's
How do you afford a limo to blow up?
it's not real, Donald. I know. I just want to make sure Vince is okay.
what part of this are you not understanding?
So he believes wrestling is real. What hope do the facts have?
That is the least. That is a
Champion.
horrible rendition of Kevin Owens.
It looked like he just had some kind of bitter self-realization.
Like, yeah, that's another one of those zoom in with Vietnam helicopters flying in the background. LT Humphrey wants a weekly Ernest or Godzilla Squeen Extreme. If I could find a way to a weekly Ernest stream. Here we are again watching. What is this? Oh, this is when he appeared in the Rousters.
If we can turn this art into a belt.
This is great.
Yeah. So
Onimaru asking, I don't follow wrestling. How is this Owens guy in shape enough to be a wrestler? He is actually
not real.
very athletic. Kevin Owens, I mean, he's been around
Moves around a lot.
for years and years. Like, it's just, yeah, he's not a model bodybuilder kind of or CrossFit dude.
He's real fun to watch.
But he is great at being an annoying brat and is very good in the ring.
You haven't seen that video that's going around the net? He made a child cry. He says, "Never buy my shirt" or something like that.
He's so good at like trying to maintain.
And he wasn't even
a
on
heelish
camera.
attitude.
That wasn't even a tape show.
The problem is he's a bad guy that everyone liked because he's good at what he does, and when you know it's a performance, people are like, I mean, I want to cheer when he does things that makes kids cry. Like, that's great. Same thing with Sasha in NXT when she would like take the glasses off what's her name's head and throw them back at her, and made her cry. That was great. But all us fancy smarts then cheer the bad guys and confuse everybody.
So are you playing as Rollins?
Yep.
No love for Mr. Wall.
Jericho, again, though, has been on fire almost all year, pretty much since April, May. He has been doing great.
Damn.
Great stuff.
I do think that he doesn't do that.
Do the mashed potatoes.
Is he playing Quap?
So I think that Owens wins and he goes into a feud with Jericho, and it would be a nice send-off for Jericho. Like, I know he's still probably coming back, another time in the future, but
is that the rumor or the case?
No, I don't think, because Jericho hasn't been a champion in WWE since like 2010, I think.
Yeah,
he's just there to make everyone else look good, but it's like give him one like last title reign.
Yeah,
because he's right now he's like at his best since like the 2000s.
Athletically or just his persona?
Just character-wise.
Persona-wise,
yeah. And
he seems to be getting fatter and fatter, says Ratman Do. Well, that'll happen with age.
That's Kevin Owens.
Me.
That's Kevin Owens.
Oh. Hey, I don't watch wrestling. Isn't Jericho like 50s a smartass?
He's in his 40s. He's
He's
also never been injured his entire career.
It is
pretty crazy.
Badass Dragon. The end of this match will result with Triple H interfering again and causing Rollins to get another shot at Mania. That's the thing, where it's like we know everything that's been telegraphed about all this stuff for months is that Triple H is gonna fight Rollins at WrestleMania, and that's a match I actually want to see. But Triple H has been mysteriously absent from TV for like 2 or 3 months because they don't want to.
He wants that cabinet position.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it was also like he didn't want to like be on TV the same time Goldberg and all that other stuff was going on, I guess. But
LT Humphrey from afar says Chris Pratt always felt to me like Jericho, who went in a different route in life.
could see that.
What's up with that really standout frosted tip in the center of Jericho's head?
What's his hair these days?
Whoa! Man! It's just, I guess it's the center of his gravity.
Jericho's upbringing in Brooklyn really shining there.
He's taking off stealing Booker T's moves. Spin-a-Rooney. Again, though.
That can't do that anymore.
Yeah, it's not allowed. When we went to see Money in the Bank, and I went to go get a beer, and the dude at the register, there were 2 beers. It was like Heineken and then a Hefeweizen shock top, and the giant tap says Hefeweizen on it, and I was like, I guess Hefeweizen, and the dude was just like, what? And I'm like, Hefeweizen.
Not the garbage beer?
What? And he just like was like, what? That one, the one that says the word I'm saying, of the 2 knobs you got to pull all day. Not the one that says Heineken, the one that says Hefeweizen. And then he hears the announcer go, Chris Jericho, and then he lights up. Jericho's still wrestling? Like, you remember Chris Jericho from however long ago, but the word Hefeweizen, a word you have stared at every day for who knows how long, is just
it's not your job to remember Jericho.
I was just so
celebrating too soon.
Windmilled right into the kick.
You and your hipster beer. I don't like Shock Top. Yeah. It was that or Heineken.
Michelob.
Hipster beer. It's like mass-produced in vats. Like, I can't call that a hipster beer.
Uh-oh.
It's also the can I got thrown at my head and cut my head open on WrestleMania.
Surprised you recovered enough to want, like, that flashback.
I did have a little bit of resentment towards the brand. That was, in fact, the finishing move. His signature move, the dick kick. I take huge issue with this.
What? Why?
That pedigree sucks even in a video game. I can't stand the pedigree when people put their fucking hands down. It's like, I get that it's dangerous if not performed adequately because you'll land directly on your face, and like that could hurt. But like, if you don't trust Rollins to do it, and Rollins can't do it without smashing your face, because like when Triple H does it, people tend to not put their hands down and protect their face because either they rely on Triple H to do it correctly, or they're like, well, he's the boss, so I better take this nice. Every single person who takes one of Rollins puts their hands down, and it's like, then you have ruined the illusion that this is a real move.
You shouldn't look at when Kane does it. When Kane takes a pedigree, every time he puts a knee down.
Puts his knee down. It's like, dude.
Again, he's like Jericho. He's never been injured. So it's like, yeah, you can. It's not the worst thing in the world.
John W. says this whole match should be canceled because of that gravitational anomaly that happened earlier.
Like, I'm fine, like on random house shows if you want to take that way out. Like, fine, whatever. But like on pay-per-views, no. I realize we're talking about a fictional account of a video game, but I guarantee you, when or if Jericho takes a pedigree on Sunday, he will put his hands down. And it's just such a silly, like, then don't do the move. Like, do a different finisher. I don't know what to tell you.
You don't know if you saw this thread. People said the fake commercial we did on this week's Laser Time, lasertimepodcast.com, reminded them of all the old promos we did with you screaming back in the day, and I'm just getting nothing but quotes from that.
I do like to scream.
The house that Abe Lincoln's boners built. Why did anybody say that?
That was I totally ad-libbed line. Like, I was just, what's two things I can put together that do not go together?
What's something I think the mindset was, Seth Rollins. What's something too dumb that so dumb no one can question it? Its integrity.
This is the house that Abe Lincoln's boners built. Which I say now with a straight face and no mirth at all. I don't care. I do like to yell. It's
so
fun.
far, I'm 3 for 3 on my prediction.
Dave, what happened?
Shit! I pressed the button to keep attacking. Now you do this for me.
Until what?
Now you gotta like beat him up until someone runs out and saves him, I guess.
Is that what happens?
Yeah, where's Cesaro now, huh?
Where's Cesaro now? Yeah, Moses.
Get out of the way, ref.
Another curb stomp.
And the crowd is so
shocked. God.
Is like that the anorexic Usos in the audience?
Can someone scan my face with a Para Paradise machine?
Dinosaur penis off ramp was another thing that happened on that show. Yeah.
Dinosaur penis.
That was a B-52 song for the Flintstone soundtrack, I believe.
Dinosaur penis off ramp.
So what's the next matchup,
So I
Dave?
have to change. This is annoying that the Iron Man amount of time you play has to be done in this menu, not you would think when making an Iron Man match.
Huh.
So I'm
that is
I'm
weird.
dropping it down to 5 because
So there's 2 Iron Man matches?
there's one that's a 10-minute time limit, and it's Sami Zayn versus
Braun Strowman.
And it's basically, can you survive 10 minutes with Braun Strowman?
Yeah, which I'm actually looking forward to this because Sami's such a good wrestler, and then Strowman has not had to do a match, has not had to perform in a match where he actually has to like maintain a match for more than 60 or 90 seconds and just demolish somebody. So this should be cool. It's also just, what might happen. Like, will Sami win? Will he almost win? Will someone interfere and save him?
I mean, I'm thinking it's just he survives, and it's like, oh, well, Braun still hasn't lost. So.
But then, like, maybe they get a rematch or something.
But look, he's 9 points better. Why does he keep losing?
Whoa.
What does that rating mean?
Really.
Is that are those their IQs? God, that's funny. And the crowd is low poly, says Beats for me.
Sami's lit.
Stacey D. Pro says, at what Patreon tier do we get Chris Silvertongue Antista to sing for our answering machines or ringtones?
When you blow.
Only in that voice will I be doing any more singing.
Awful. So you believe Strowman will, in fact, win?
No, I mean, I picked Zayn. So
you did?
I think Zayn will survive.
Because the stipulation, is mostly just can Sami survive? Yeah.
Oh!
I do love his theme song. It's so good.
Is it ska?
Yeah.
It is. He's icking. Icking? What's the phrase?
It sounds like a rejoiner on the first season of Road Rules.
I can't. When I try to do it from memory, I just goes into Vida Loca.
Pick it up.
Braun, literal face of a baby Strowman. What a baby face he'll be one day. Did you know that's Arabic on Sami Zayn's trunks?
It is.
No, he doesn't have it anymore.
On those days.
Oh.
The shit, did Braun piss himself?
I think it's his name.
What's the wet spot in the middle of Braun's pants?
Those
I think
are.
it's like riding pants.
That's where he ruined 2 perfectly good jobs.
Does he come out on a horse? Jesus Christ, Dave! You've been practicing.
Where'd you learn how to do that?
Apparently, I'm getting so good that random people keep interfering.
Is that an option you didn't turn off?
I
in the
don't
menu?
know where it could be, because I never turned it on.
I wonder if that's like in the patch notes. Also, people will now interfere.
Yeah.
Who will interfere in this match?
Oh, that is a thing. It's weird. Like, you can download arenas, but you can't use them in exhibition matches. So I downloaded Roadblock, but I can't use it because you can only use it in universe mode. But I don't like that mode that much.
Everybody
weird.
loves universe mode.
Yeah, John W. Braun Strowman, a little on the nose. Yeah, he's been made. The name has been ridiculed a lot.
Yeah, it's almost hard to complain about it. It's been like a year of it.
It's just beefy McStrongman.
Yes, big McLarge huge.
Beardo bootface.
Which you now know from Space Mutiny. Fridge, large meat. Slab, squat thrust.
Uppercutimus Maximus.
What was up with did the camera shake? Did that mean a broken bone? Kind of like when the red flash happens for blood.
Oh wow, you can pay attention.
I am.
No.
I bet I'd be really good at this game if I tried playing it. I've never played this.
I'll play.
This is like the game we've streamed the most on this channel. Never played it.
You can't get up from that, can you? I don't even want to think about what a
He's just like delicately massaging your legs. What a nice man.
There you go. Braun Strowman sounds like a Space Mutiny name like Fist Rockbone or Stomp Junkman.
King, get out of there.
They had a scrawny manager once named Harvey Whippleman.
Touch
so
Rust
they've
Rod.
done it on both sides of the describer names.
I think, doesn't Diana have a shirt with all those names on it? God, Diana rules. 30-20-10, everybody.
Buff Big Arms.
Yes.
And Tommy Too Tough Rodriguez.
Smoke Man Muscle, says CD Pro.
One of the names of the characters in the fake game that I April
Wait,
Fool's.
what? Oh, in Avenues of Fury?
Avenue of Fury, the closing confrontation. With the 2 main characters, Buff Big Arms and Tommy Too Tough Rodriguez. VG Empire April Fool's episode from 2014.
Holy shit. Touch Rust Rod, says Ratnendu. Chuck Hard Cheese, says Smart Ash. These are all, I think that's a real Space Mutiny name.
Classic Michael, our host of Video Game
He
Apocalypse,
did it again.
everybody, literally doesn't understand that we stream at 3 o'clock on the dot every damn day. And we'll start messaging Chris at 3-something every single time.
This is important.
And it's like, Michael, remember how we stream?
Which game has better snow? Figure this out.
It says he sent me a news link on Polygon that Hitman just got a Christmas-themed mission, and the 2 targets are the burglars from Home Alone.
Whoa!
Yeah, I saw that.
I gotta get this game now.
I think so. Do you have it already by any chance?
Yes, Steven.
Just saying, because we need something to stream tomorrow.
You do.
Give me something to stream.
I'm gonna stream something
shit.
tonight. Dude, we can make a great parody song. Stream Stuff by Stream Biscuit.
Stream Biscuit. By Live Biscuit. That's awful. Jack Blastman. Roll Fizzlebeath, says Ratman.
What?
Bob Johnson. Oh, wait. Says John W. I'm loving all this. And Zap Rousdower.
I wonder what happens if it ends in 0-0. This is what.
So
it's
nobody's
what
pinned anybody?
No.
It's like a fucking soccer score. Maybe you have a shootout. Where people talk shit on camera.
Just a flex off.
I bet Zayn wins that one. It's all about the Ustream Twitch stream.
Oh my God, Sammy! Oh no!
It was a tie, but
I think that
one
may.
loss.
I mean, like you said, that may be.
That's exactly what I predict.
Yeah.
Stalemates.
They both tie and then kiss their sisters.
And then become best friends.
Ustream
Hefty,
Twitch
hefty,
stream.
hefty, and wimpy, wimpy.
It's all about the Ustream Twitch stream, bitch nits. Wait, what does he say there?
Bullshit.
Bullshit. That's why it's bleeped. I
Bitch
couldn't get it.
nits.
I was going to say the F word because that seemed like it fit in very well. I couldn't remember Limp Bizkit lyrics. I think my brain is finally making room. Thank goodness.
I've forgotten the names of songs.
All right, I asked once again, don't pay attention to these characters.
And it includes you, Twitch.
Yeah.
Here, check this out.
Rich Swan.
You don't even get the stream anymore.
Can they hear us when we're on this one?
Not that one. Yeah, no, they can't.
All right, it's all good.
So, also a three-way for the
Nits.
Cruiserweight title. 205 Live has been pretty fun, to be honest. There's only like 2 or 3 matches.
To what?
That's their weekly Cruiserweight show on the network.
What's hilarious, though, is so it's the 3rd episode this week. They already taped it this week because they're doing tribute to the troops, I think, this week as well.
The troops get everything.
Yeah.
So we already know who wins.
Well, yeah, all the matches. I mean, I didn't look them up because I'll still probably just watch it because I like the show.
Yeah, I went on the military Reddit yesterday and so I got it all spoiled for me.
It's a pretty good Perkins.
The military Reddit. Oh, because these are all
created.
custom characters. Yeah. Lump beef broth. Smart ass.
Yeah, Rich Swan is great. Perkins is pretty good. Kendrick is fun, but it's just like
You need to just go
it's been these
go back to those NXT crowds that that cheer for them because every week it's just sad to watch the crowds not care.
Yeah, or move it to the opening act of SmackDown and not the closing act because it's like those people have already. It's Tuesday night at like 9 o'clock or something.
I just watched like AJ Styles and Dean Ambrose and Bray Wyatt, and now these small guys that I.
And now here comes Arya Daivari to beat up someone else you've never heard of.
There was a really good spot on Raw. Like the cruiserweight matches were not that good, but there's one guy, Jack Gallagher, who's he's basically like a tiny Sheamus, but also he's British.
A refined British gentleman.
But he came out with the microphone and said, "I intend to interfere in this match." Giving you my notice.
He came out, as a gentleman to give everyone advance notice that he's not going to spring it on him. He came out with his proper, dignified manner. I'm going to interfere in this match. Get ready. It was great.
That dude looks kind of like RZA. That's his philosophy. Fine, then I'm rooting for RZA.
RZA has fallen. Move variety. Move variety. Move variety. Memorable moments.
Woo!
What can he do to get the best of the other
Combo.
two superstars?
I definitely don't know any of these people.
Hyper
Wait,
combo finish.
is one of these guys the one with the video game entrance?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, TJ Perkins. But that's sick, DDT.
He also does the people.
Man, this
glitchy.
is a glitchy day here.
Well, if the game's not perfect, you can take some solace in that. There'll be another one next year.
Yeah. He also does the dab on his way to the ring.
Does he?
During his entrance. Yeah. Oh, so this is a new thing in 2K17. So you recover outside of the ring and get a little buff. Oh. Usually you get better than I did there, but
Blades of Steel life.
Yeah, you'll roll out of the ring at random intervals during triple threat matches, and you can come in early, but you'll have decreased health, or you can wait it out and get a little bit of a buff. But it's kind of a neat little.
Stacy Deep Pro says WWE related news. Looks like Cody Rhodes has joined the NWO equivalent Bullet Club in Japan. New Japan.
Yeah, but he's never anywher for too long. So he'll be at Wrestle Kingdom next month, which looks pretty good. Even though his opponent is just kind of meh. It's like it was a guy who used to be in NXT.
That's your mouth, dude.
Who has one of the best wrestling names right now, Juice Robinson.
Yeah. Yeah. Cody's been bouncing from ROH to TNA to more independent, smaller things and now he'll be in Bullet Club. It'd be cool if he hung out there for a few months, or at least till the G1 Climax stuff.
I mean, I would have wanted to see him fight a New Japan wrestler proper, not a guy who's been there for 2 years and was in NXT for. People know more for that.
Badass Dragon.
I am looking forward to Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah. This would not be the piss break of the show, if only because these guys are all really good. Yeah. It's just the build up to this has just not been great, and a lot of the action, it's just and the audience is not familiar with half these people, despite the fact they've been on Raw for months now. I don't know. It's There's a missed connection here that's not firing, and even though they're good.
You think it's those vaudevillian two-man horse moves we're seeing right there? Yeah, I have no idea who these people are. Who am I rooting for, Dave?
Rich Swann is currently.
I like Brian Kendrick because we've seen him in Hood Slam.
We did.
Have I?
2 years
Probably,
ago.
yeah.
Okay. I'll take your word for it. Chris, did you see about getting your iPhone fixed? Apple will replace the battery for free. No, I did not. The battery's not. Battery's just not, it's less good than the last phone, which wasn't great. But I use my phone a lot, obviously, like all of you. You know when you get that pleasant moment of silence and you just can't bear it and you pull your phone out? Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do to fight my battery life. What is happening here, says Lewis Ghost 12. Well, it's the Roadblock predictions.
Yes.
WWE's pay-per-view coming this Sunday, the Lord's Day.
The Lord's Day, which we are showing our predictions for said pay-per-view event. We
Indeed.
do every month, but I'll just assume that that's what the Twitch banner says right now, and not like.
I didn't change it.
No, I changed it. Although I did realize we did.
Not
we
like
streamed
Last Guardian or something.
Streamed Dead Rising last week with the Last Guardian.
Yeah.
Man, that must have confused the hell out of people. Yeah, we found the mall level. Is Hank still boycotting WWE as LT Humphrey? Yes, indeed he is. Indeed he is. But he also did tell me a tip that for every pay-per-view, they offer 1 free month, and you have to sign up with a credit card, but you can get one of those prepaid visas with 5 cents on it. And they'll take it.
Are they going to do another Cruiserweight Classic next year, or was this a one-time event? I think they alluded to the fact they would do another one, which is hard because you had a huge pile of cruiserweights that you then funneled into your various programming, and most of them aren't doing much of anything right now. And they have their own show, too, so it's like a lot of that novelty is like, would it just be rolled into 205 Live? Like, here's the big tournament now. But they're also talking, what, early next year in the spring, a women's tournament?
Yeah.
In the same vein as... Oh!
Oh, no, I'm dancing.
Bad.
I need to break up the...
Is that who you're playing as?
Rich
Rich
Swann.
Swann.
I just saw him at... we went to the NXT house show a couple months ago, and it was Rich Swann... And they taped it, actually. It was part of their the Dusty Rhodes tag team. It was him and No Way Jose versus the Authors of Pain, who are...
They're like Fat Shield guys. Not fat, but...
Just
they're like Shield, but if you turn the slider for like way further.
Thick.
The Fat Shield?
Just thick
They're
AF.
not. They're just big, bulky dudes.
Puppet Shield.
Big, bulky dudes. Literally throw people out of the ring with, like, no finesse of just, like, and you are dumped out of the ring. Oh, not his legs. He's only got 2 of those.
Genius move, Mr. Long.
More crunch. Saban from FF6 is a pretty good wrestler.
Here you can
There's a
soup up the
wrestler
train.
named Saban.
He
Yeah,
does
that's why
have,
we got confused.
He does have numerous. The suplex move is the only wrestling one, I guess, that I can think of. But he does suplex a Phantom Train, and the entire train will leave the screen and come back with it.
The Authors of Pain. So that's who's been writing for Nickelback and Fred Durst, Stacey D. Pro.
The Authors of Pain wrote all the Medea movies.
Hey, look, if I can laugh and pray in 90 minutes,
That's
money well spent.
yes, yes.
I'm ever since that sketch, I am startled by how often Kenan Thompson is the host of a game show or a talk show on SNL. It's almost everything.
That was probably the best skit I've seen on SNL in years, because I don't watch it very often, but the ones that have bubbled up of all the ones that I've been linked to, that's probably the best one.
The Eyes of Donald thing was a thing of beauty. Just because they don't usually do well-shot sketches. That's why everything's a fucking talk show.
So the closest thing I've heard to like a political thing on Raw, they were talking about John Cena, and like Michael Cole said, "Did you see John Cena as Donald Trump?" And I'm like, "Wait, are you Is that?
That happened.
Are you establishing a political stance? Like, you haven't done that at all.
I would stay away from it.
I came here to watch guys get in a tussle, not have you remind everyone of the real world.
I want to see no politicking. I want to see shirtless men.
Oh, you've been submitted, Brian Kendrick, which is not your prediction.
Nope.
You think Rich Swann is going to
The
win.
winner is Khal Drogo. Who's that, Dave? I don't know who that is.
The Brian Kendrick.
The Brian Kendrick.
Smartash. Nickelback is my favorite 90s Sprite commercial come to life. I always, for Sprite commercials of the 90s, I always think of that awful campaign where that image is nothing, thirst is everything.
Yeah.
Where that guy was like, I played Hamlet in Cambridge.
Oh, yeah.
And like that just burned into my brain. And he's like putting on this huge show, this pretense, and it's like, drink Sprite. I'm like, what is the message here? Also, this is like the goofy, fake, fizzy fruit drink, like
So we have
with real lemon.
Before it became the official drink of hip-hop diabetes. That's when they had to finally figure out their identity in the world. So Brian Kendrick.
Well, there's one more match if
draw.
Make it somewhat quick.
Does that mean Braun Strowman and Sami Zayn win?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they both kiss their sisters.
It's like they didn't fight at all. I came here for shirtless men and covered up women. Damn it, says peace for me. And Alexa Bliss.
Alexa Bliss is great. The current champ on SmackDown.
Just to get the entirety of it.
Is Lana still doing the thing with the?
She's actually been wrestling in NXT house shows lately.
What? Was she a wrestler?
No.
She wrestled at WrestleMania, but that was
Yeah.
Do you mean by wrestle? Do you mean just get hit a couple times?
Yeah, like did 3 moves and then left the match.
I always think I could do that. Someday, I hope we have something to promote in WWE is in dire straits, and we can get on there, and I can take a move. I can take a hit of some kind. What move would you like to see done to me, Dave?
Powerbomb.
Powerbomb.
Yeah. Good.
Do they still check oil, or is that's high school wrestling?
Check oil.
Yes.
I don't think I want to know
It's
that.
a pinky in the asshole. It's an illegal move, but it's a good way to win if the ref's not looking.
So hopefully, this is the last match. It should go quickly, unless we get another random interference.
It's another one of those feuds. Like they have not, like, I don't know. Enzo and Cass were so good, and then like this middling.
Just put them up.
No, but like there's just like the feuds they've been in have been garbage. Where it's like some like vague misunderstanding or some like junior high level sex joke where you're just like,
parked in my spot.
well, it's like he got locked out. Enzo got locked out of a room naked, and then bumped into Lana, which of course is like, she wants my dick, man. And then it's like. And then Rusev is now like, you have shamed my woman. I must fight you. And then Cass is like, no, I'm going to fight you because I'm big and tough. And it's like, this is just stupid. Like, you could come up with literally any reason, and I would love to watch these two giant men fight each other. But these ideas are just like, why?
Classic sitcom.
Why is this where you go so frequently when it's like, I don't care like about any aspect of this at all, and you could just say like, you're another big guy. Fuck you. I think I'm a better big guy than you. Like that's like, oh, I understand what that's like.
No,
Fight me.
I want a fucking Flintstone storyline.
Well,
Vaughn, you showed your dick to my wife. You're dead to me.
well, Fred, it's Law of the Jungle out there, Fred.
I can't help it. It's so big, Fred.
Hangs below.
Have you heard of swapping, Fred?
Bonnie.
So which one was that?
I already played the swapper on my feeder.
It sounded like an over-lozenged Marge.
Homer.
It's a fighting game pretense for fighting, says Prosterberg, like the MK story mode.
Yeah. I would rather have these Simpsons let's fight them's fighting words. Like that's better than a week-long contrivance of like, so you accidentally saw him naked, which now makes you irresistibly want to bone him, I guess, but not really.
We both got her a necklace for Christmas, brother.
I've lived through that.
Drawing a line down the middle of the ring. You stay on your side. I'll stay on mine.
Piece for me. Rusev is totally in the right too, because Enzo was the heel who was harassing his wife, but Rusev is foreign, so he is the bad guy.
He's the big
it's
guy.
still constantly like they're the fake foreigners, so therefore they're wrong.
I'm not from here.
Meanwhile, the loud American who's like, "Yo, you're dumb as rocks and my dick.
I can
like,
fill every bag with douche."
And I love Enzo and Cass. Just like it's just so like
It also feels like they're just like running up the clock until WrestleMania. It's like
Yeah.
they'll win the titles at WrestleMania.
Sure.
But
They've
before
lost-
then they've got to do.
There's some
nothing.
guy in my Facebook feed who posts a like daily fucking WrestleMania countdown, so I'm pretty sure it's 111 days due to what I saw yesterday.
It's the end of March or the beginning of April this time.
I don't know.
It's always in that window, but it's just
I'm-
like yes, and they've lost maybe every match they've had for almost a year.
Really hope Vince McMahon can use his psycho power as and has a device to suck the fighting energy from all the wrestlers. You really are an anime fan.
And then floats down, hovering with his feet perfectly parallel with the ground.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen Big Cass in person.
Look at the feet of strength, the showboat and hot doggery of Big Cass.
I would like to go back to watching the occasional pay-per-view with you guys, though. I do kind of miss that.
Well,
On
next
Sunday.
month, man,
Oh, Royal Rumble, yeah.
is the Royal Rumble, the greatest one of the
Oh,
year.
yeah, we should definitely do
That's
that.
the fun one.
At Brett's house.
Kind of don't even want to. I don't want to watch this pay-per-view, to be honest. This looks completely
Better
undeveloped.
than
Why?
the last year Raw ones, but it's still kind of. The storylines aren't as well built as SmackDown's.
Yeah.
This one's a little bit better just because they only have 6 matches, and it's like, okay, all 6 of these have good stories.
It's named after my favorite kind of internet advertising.
And it's also, it's weird that this is the second Roadblock this year where it's like, you know how many words there are that you had to use Roadblock again?
Yeah, and even existing pay-per-views that you could have just repurposed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
You've established that Slam City exists in the Scooby-Doo
we've got
cartoon.
Slamboree, we've got Slam
Slamboree.
City, we've got Bash at the Beach. You could have thrown a swerve for that. The Southern Hemisphere, man. They got summer.
Muscletropolis.
Hop that shit down to Australia. Have a summer show. Confuse everybody. The last year Roadblock was a glorified house show. It was,
Yeah.
but that was this year. It was like February.
That's why they have to call it Roadblock End of the Line.
End of the line. It's
Really?
Like,
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But it's like when you start having sub roadblocks, which was already a B or C pay-per-view because it was like a house show.
This whole pay-per-view is a PS3 remaster.
It's just so weird to use this word again when like we could scroll through even this game's list of pay-per-view venues and like that would have made more sense. That would have made more sense.
Fighting Unleashed.
Oh, there's Uncensored. There's Sold Out.
The
there's
Chronicles of Fighting.
Chronicles of Fighting.
Gotcha. I'm exclusive to SmackDown, says Ratman Doom.
SmackDown has been good. Consistently good.
They both have their asses to the camera. Perfect.
Nice. So we know it's
That's why
not
we
the
call
real,
it the hard cam.
It's not the real ending because somebody fucked up for not facing the hard cam. Submit.
There we go.
There it is.
Wow. Oh, big cast.
Trying to fly away.
Halloween Heaven.
Ha Sonic!
God damn it. By the way, if you're a Retronauts fan, look forward to something similar for Retronauts. Holy shit.
And if you're a patron of ours,
That's true.
also
You've got a Bells of Fraggle Rock video commentary right there waiting for you, and this Sunday comes Sonic's Christmas Blast.
It's good. It's great. I love that rooster. Stacey D Pro, is the Royal Rumble going to be Raw and SmackDown together?
Yeah, I think
We
so.
assume so. They
I'd
have,
like to see a men's Rumble and women's Rumble.
yeah, I guess there are enough
Yeah.
women. If you combine it, you could get a 20 person,
Yeah,
maybe
or 15. You know,
Well-
always just do half for women.
Yeah.
Half the length of an Iron Man
Half the
match.
salary,
the weight.
it's fine.
Yeah.
This is it? The predictions have all been
Look at
decided?
Yep. I want to fly away. Yeah, so
Sonic!
Rusev, the game says Kendrick, but I say Swan for cruiserweights. What else was there? The
Sasha retains.
Sasha retains.
Rollins
beats
beats
Jericho, and Owens
Cohen's.
beats Reigns.
But-
I'm sure I forgot one in there. But yeah, that's the predictions, and we'll have a thread on LaserTimePodcast.com, a story or an article where Brett and I make our predictions.
Yes.
So look forward to that, and a Cheap Popcast next week.
All right, guys.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
We'll be back
Later,
tomorrow.
guys.